Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Carly and today's video is going to be kind of different, one that I've never done on my channel before. As you can see, I don't really have makeup on and I put my glasses on and my hair up because I wanted this video to be kind of like a raw, unfiltered video, and I'm literally just chilling in my living room and we're gonna sit down and talk. Lately, everything that's been going on in social media and the news today has been kind of unsettling, and it's kind of opened my eyes and made me realize, like, wow, everything sucks. I wanted to make this video not only for you but for me because I've struggled with this lately and I think it will help other people. This video is going to be 5 ways to get yourself out of a rut when you're just feeling either not creative. I'm a designer, so I understand when you can get into a creative rut. You just don't feel motivated, you don't feel inspired, you just want to lay in bed all day because quarantine took over your life and you don't know how to get yourself back on track. These are 5 tips that I've learned throughout quarantine and 5 tips that I think will help you realize that this way that you are right now is normal, and just have patience with yourself because it will take time. But honestly, it's up to you to make that change for yourself. It's not up to anyone else. Take it one step at a time and really experiment with what will work for you and what doesn't work for you. And overall, it won't happen overnight. It takes time to get yourself out of a rut. Sorry if my glasses have a glare. I just want to wear these because I feel like without them, I feel naked and kind of bald with my hair, so So the very first tip that I have for you is to set the tone for the day. Get up at a consistent time every day. And I know you've probably maybe you've watched other videos and everyone says get up early. And oh yeah, also I wrote down a bunch of notes in this book, so if I keep looking down, that's what I'm reading, just to keep me on track so I don't go off task. I know it's hard to just wake up early all of a sudden, like no one can just do that. You have to train your brain to do that gradually, so gradually start to get up early and go to bed early. I've been trying to get up every day at 8 o'clock a.m. I know that's not that early to some crazy people, but it's early to me. It took me probably a week to get adjusted to that, and once you get adjusted, your body will naturally wake up at that time. But if you happen to not wake up early, don't beat yourself up. It's not the end of the world. This first, set the tone for your day tips is kind of self-explanatory, but honestly, they're right. And people that consistently tell you the same thing are just trying to put that in your mind so you actually do it, and you'll realize what a difference it'll make to your day. Make your bed every single morning when you wake up. Every single little accomplishment you can do during the day will make you feel proud, and it'll make you feel accomplished, like you've done that one little thing, you know? These little achievements that you do start the momentum for your day. So everything that you do in the morning usually starts the momentum for you to have a good and accomplished day, a productive day, I may say. Do something you look forward to every morning or every day. Mine is I usually eat a healthy breakfast such as oatmeal or an egg with toast, and it's a really filling breakfast, so it'll make you feel good to start your day. Make coffee. I usually make coffee. Sometimes I don't because I don't want to feel jittery throughout the day. Drink water right when you wake up. That'll make you feel like you have energy, and cold water just makes you feel good, you know? It just makes you want to get up and start your day. I wrote down skincare routine. I do my morning skincare routine every morning, and it's something I look forward to, something that makes you feel good, and it's also good for your skin. Tip number 2 of the 5 is set goals and tasks for yourself. And honestly, these tasks can be big or small. So even simple things like eat breakfast or take a shower in the morning, those are tasks, and when you cross them off, it makes you feel good. And no matter what goal, either big or small, maybe for that day, for that week, for that year, ask yourself, why is this a goal for you? Is it because you like the thought of the goal, or is it because seeing the journey makes you want to achieve these goals? What is it really? Because you like the thought of it, or because you want to see the journey from achieving it? Every intention you set for the day or during the week or during the year. This creates a purpose inside of you and you feel like you need to do these things and it's your responsibility. These are some ways that I keep track of my goals or tasks throughout the day. Listing. All of you that follow me that are my friends you know that I list so much. I literally list the simplest things such as like, I don't know, go to the grocery store, take a shower, eat breakfast, brain dump everything that you have to do on a list that day, and you won't have to think about it for the rest of the day because it'll be on paper and you can always look back. You don't have to think about everything. Then you can focus on the one thing that you're trying to do at that moment. I look back at the list and I say, okay, what are the 3 most important things that I need to get done today? And write those on a separate sticky note or piece of paper. That will help with the overwhelming feeling of, oh my gosh, I have so much to do. Like, how am I supposed to get this all done? It's impossible. No, this isn't sponsored, are you kidding? Another thing that really helps me is the app Taskaid. This really helped me in school. Now that I'm graduated, I just use it for work and like personal things. But this really helps me stay organized on my phone and computer, so it's compatible between the both, and a tablet, I'm sure. You can actually set deadlines for all the things that are due, or your deadlines, whatever you have for work or school, and it'll give you a reminder on your phone so you don't miss a deadline or an important date. Another thing that's super important to help you stay on track is time blocking. And this hour I'm gonna work on this essay or this project, so it really helps you stay on task. And then you can also stay present in the moment with the task that you're completing. Always remember to be realistic with yourself. Like, you know who you are and you know how much you can complete in a certain amount of time. Don't try to go above and beyond because it's not gonna be realistic and you're gonna put yourself down. Because trust me, I've been there, done that. I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna get these 3 things done in like these 2 hours, and it never works, trust me, unless you're like a super human. So the third tip of my 5 tips that I have for you is introduce new energy into your life. What I mean by this is find the inspiration every day that will light the flame inside of you. Some of the examples that I've written down and that I do day to day are listen to podcasts. There are tons of podcasts from motivational speakers and also just everyday people that live their everyday lives, and that also inspires you to kind of like realize like, wow, this person is just like me, and if he can do it, I can do it, you know? Or if they can do it, I can do it. I love podcasts. I listen to them all the time when I'm working on projects. Also books, like self-help books. I don't read a lot of self-help books. I sometimes do, but I mostly read books to kind of get out of my mind and into someone else's life. Which is probably terrible, but it's one of my favorite things to do, is just read books. Music. Any kind of music. When I'm working on projects, I usually listen to like lo-fi beats. Almost every single day I scroll through Pinterest. I look at different quotes. I look at maybe pictures that make me feel inspired. Just watching different YouTube videos on how other people live their day-to-day lives, that will also inspire you. Meditation. I am kind of a newbie to meditation. I've taken like a relaxation class in college, and that kind of helped me realize about meditation. I search like guided meditation on YouTube, meditation, relaxation, or anxiety, or whatever, and it helped me a lot, focusing my mind and not thinking about all the things that are overwhelming me at that time. Go out into nature, go outside, breathe some fresh air, like breathe in a nice deep fresh air breath. Going along with introducing new energy in your life, another kind of subcategory that goes into that is getting out of your comfort zone. Once you get out of your comfort zone, you will feel so refreshed and like a new person almost. Like, wow, like I just did that, you know? And once you do one thing, you'll constantly do more things out of your comfort zone. Trying something new, that could be rearranging your furniture, organizing your room, because once you have a cleared space, you have a cleared mind, and that will help you be more productive during the day. I know it's COVID right now, but like go to a new coffee shop that you've never been to and sit there and do your homework for a couple hours and drink a cup of coffee and like try a new experience and a new location, and that will help recharge and inspire your creativity and your everyday life. We are made to experience new adventures and new experiences every day, so don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there, because honestly, we can do anything if you think about it, and that's crazy. You'll only regret what you don't try. If that doesn't speak for itself, I don't know what does. I've mentioned 3 tips so far, and you're probably wondering how. How can you just start to get motivated? Okay, but like, I want to do those things, but how do you even do that? Like, how do you even start to get out of a rut? It's like a simple thing, but it's honestly the most effective, and this is called the do something principle. I think this idea came from an author called Mark Manson. Once again, I'm a book nerd. I can put it right here. I'm gonna read this little thing in my notes so I don't say it wrong, I guess. But the do something principle is, if you lack a motivation to do anything in your life, then do something. That will create the momentum to motivate yourself. It'll create the momentum or the reaction to do another thing after. So the cycle is action, inspiration, and motivation, and this can start anywhere. Any one of these 3 things, it can start, and the cycle will continue. Maybe you guys have heard of this, maybe you haven't. A big part of this do something principle is definitely, for me, is exercising and working out. Even if it's just like doing a Chloe Ting's ab workout because you're in quarantine, going to the gym, going for a run or a walk outside, running on the treadmill. That's my favorite thing to do. Physical activity stimulates the release of dopamine and serotonin that positively regulate your mood. So this will automatically boost your mood. I'm sure you all know this. Yeah, that one simple walk outside or run or like lifting weights will motivate you to do that next thing, I promise. Honestly, I feel like we don't breathe enough during the day because we're constantly like overstimulated and stressed out, so we don't actually think about breathing. Therefore, we don't breathe in enough oxygen, which for me leads to migraines and headaches. Try 1 hour or 20 minutes of concentration on one thing without any distractions. So put your phone away, shove it under your bed, whatever you gotta do. Have it out of your sight, out of mind. You will train your brain to not let distractions bother you, and it'll make you focus longer. You sit down and you tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna start writing this for 20 minutes without any distractions, and you start typing, and pretty soon an hour's gone by and you're like, wow, what happened with that time? When you focus for that certain amount of time, that's called the flow state. Once you build up that time with no distractions, you create a habit, and hopefully this habit will last you a lifetime and it'll help you be successful. So the last tip that I have for you today is, I think, also very important, and that's to be patient with yourself. Self-care, such as doing a face mask. I do like a recharge day on Sundays where I like to kind of chill, take a bath, do a face mask, read my book, because you need that time to really recharge so you can be your best self the next week or the next day. Find that balance within yourself. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You only have to prove it to yourself, because you're the most important and you're doing the best you can. That completes my 5 tips on how to get out of a rut. I hope you guys got something out of this video. I hope you learned something. If you didn't and you already knew, then I hope I reminded you. So I hope that it helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a video. Leave me a comment down below some of your tips that you have to get out of a rut, or if you feel unmotivated, how you get out of that. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.
Yo.